Before we dive into this mini session of the Altcoin Bible, just a reminder for our newsletter subscribers, I film a premium version around 20 minutes long where I dive into Bitcoin, look at the macro, look at the market. I even dive into these altcoins a little bit deeper, look at the Bitcoin pairs. I also maybe add in a few more cherry ripe, wonder watches, and danger zones. If you enjoy that kind of content, want to see the full version, including extra videos from Joshu as well, make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. Let's dive in. Okay, cherry ripe today, and I'm a sucker for keeping these sessions low risk, particularly in a time in the market when we don't know yet. Are we back? In the short term, it's so important to keep your focus really narrow and understand how does liquidity flow. And where's your risk? You don't want to see Bitcoin just trying to inch out of a downtrend break in a bear market, and then you go, long a meme coin and all this kind of stuff. You might make some money in the very near short term, but you just got to be very careful with the whipsaw that can happen through that and the risk that you're taking. So I'm going to focus on Ethereum. If Ethereum starts moving and breaking out higher, then crypto, I think, broadly will do very well and break out high. Now, I will note as well that Ethereum's really shrugging off any Aave issues or DeFi issues. You can look into that yourself, but it's a very good thing that you might have something quite serious happening with DeFi that's sorting itself out. And I don't foresee a major problem there. But Ethereum basically, Hyperliquid has been around in the altcoin Bible for a couple of sessions now because it has been the best looking chart in crypto, and I still think it looks really good. But it is moving down from cherry ripe into wonder watch territory because we've had the weekly close was great. This one here was exceptional. So if you just look at the structure here as well, this first higher, high, higher, low, high, high, higher, low. So this beautiful staircase it's building up and out. So $50 ultimately looks to be the target here, and we're in this corrective move, maybe back down to 37. But this close was fantastic. So this yellow line that I've got there, that's where I wanted to see the weekly close through. We also had the next weekly candle up to 45. Beautiful. So a lot of people would have FOMO'd in there. And that's the thing when you have a chart which everyone's watching going, how good is this? How strong is this? It's the only thing that looks good in the market. Well, what is everyone going to do? They're actually going to go to Hyperliquid and use it to go long on hype themselves. They're also going to go to Bybit and take out leverage longs. Let's move on to my danger zone. So there are a couple I could have chosen from here, but Tau is a very hot crypto right now. And I wanted to focus on this because I just didn't like the movement that it showed up here. If you see here, these peaks are relatively in line. There was a couple of higher wicks rolling through there. But you have a look at the momentum down on the RSI, and it was just waning. This peak here corresponds there, and then I think I highlighted it the other time I was looking at this for my danger zone. The second peak just rolled completely over in the momentum, and then the bears took over. But what I just don't like about this chart is the downtrend that it's in. And it tried to break out twice here and just couldn't. Lost the 200-day moving average, and now it's back beneath a lot of core moving averages and a lot of core levels. Now you could say, well, you've got the 100-day moving average here. Yep. And what it could be doing here is this type of pennant. It's compressing for a reversal to break back higher. And I think that's a probability here, and not a higher probability, but I think it's probably in the 30 to 40% range that could do that.